Okay, Queens, let us talk about preparing for 2026. Let's have a plan for 2026. Y'all know we're nearing 2026. Can you believe that? I want you to take a little journey with me. A journey toward clarity, focus, and purpose. Let's talk about preparing our hearts, our homes, and our minds for the new year ahead. Let us do better. We're going to talk about the power of letting go. 2026, as y'all know, is just around the corner. And what better way to step into a fresh year by letting go of the things that no longer serves us. No longer serve us. I'm talking about those clothes you never wear, shoes, they just gathering dust, jewelry pieces you forgot you had, old pots, old pans, old bowls hiding in the back of the cupboard. Them clothes that too lit that you say you're going to lose weight and you're going to get into them. Makeup that expired or unused. You got 50 makeup brushes, 50 different kinds of fingernail polish. All these things, empty cleaning bottles, and even stale food. They're just lurking around in the pantry. These items hold energy and space, and sometimes they hold us back. When we live surrounded by clutter, our minds and spirit can feel crowded. Did you know clutter causes chaos? And guess what chaos does? Chaos brings distraction. If we want to walk into 2026 with clear vision and focus, we must first clear out our space. And when I talk about our space, I'm talking about inside and out. You don't have to tackle your entire home in one day. Start small. Choose one room, one drawer, even. Set a time of 15 minutes, 30 or 45 minutes. In that time, commit to sorting through just one area. As you go, ask yourself, does this item serve me? Do I use this? Does it bring me joy, peace, or purpose? If the answer is no, Queen, it's time to let it go. Donate, give away, toss. Don't overthink it. This is not just about cleaning, it's about creating space in your life for what really, really matters. That's really, really important. Maybe at the beginning of 2025, you set some big goals, but things got busy, chaotic, or circumstance changed. Maybe you didn't accomplish them all. That's okay. Queens, don't beat yourself up. And y'all, when I'm talking, I'm talking to myself too. I'm talking to myself first, I should say. I'm talking to myself too. There's things that we can declutter and get out of our life. There's always something to do. If you look at your house, your car, it's always something you can organize. So I'm not just talking to you all, I'm talking to myself too. So don't beat yourself up. Sometimes life calls us to shift, redirect, or even pause. What if we honor ourselves by being intentional now? Instead of setting unrealistic goals that leave us discouraged, let's set goals we can achieve with the time and energy we have. What we have to do, Queens, to our own self, we have to be true. Don't say, oh, I want to lose 50 pounds in 30 days. Come on now. Be realistic. That's what make us frustrated. We're thinking, Oh, I didn't lose it. It's day 25 and I only lost 10 pounds. You get frustrated and guess what you do? You stop. Guess what we do? We stop. So set realistic goals. Be true to yourself. Whatever goal you set, be true to yourself. I'm gonna declutter my whole house in 3 days. 2 days you looking around and you clutter in this room, clutter in that room, and clutter in that room. You only have decluttered maybe a drawer or a closet. So now guess what? You're frustrated, and now guess what? You're not doing anything. So be true to yourself. Decluttering our environment is an outward act. It's an outward act, but it also becomes an inward practice of clarity. When our homes is clear, guess what? Our thoughts become clear. When your space is lighter, your mind can focus better. When there is clutter all around, things become dysfunctional because so much has piled up until you don't even know where to start. And you get frustrated. Once you get on this declutter journey, be intentional about putting everything back into the place. Because if you don't, within another month, the things gonna be looking the same way. Even your mind. Sometimes you have to declutter your mind. Sometimes we on social media too much social activity. Just scrolling. Just sometimes you just have to declutter your mind. Sometimes you have to declutter yourself from people. Too much noise. Too much noise. And once you declutter, be intentional about putting everything back into its place. If you have kids, train them to put things back into its place. Remember, children are watching you. Children are watching you. If you're junky and you seem to not care, they will usually pick up those same habits. And guess what? Now their room look a mess, your room look a mess. Everything just clutter, clutter, clutter. Every time you get ready to go somewhere, you're rushing trying to find something, looking for something because it's not in the place where it's supposed to be. Have you ever noticed have you ever noticed the daycare? If you ever had any children to go to daycare, or your children are now going to daycare, or a child is now going to daycare, those children, when they walk in, they take their bag. They don't throw them in the floor like they do when they walk in your house if you're not teaching them any better. They take their bag, their backpack, and put it in their cupboard. They know which cupboard is theirs. They don't walk in the door and throw their coat off. They put it where they have been assigned. You can train those children. I know when my children were small, I don't even know if they still do this. I have adult children. But they used to have that song, clean up, clean up. Everybody clean up. When they got through playing, everything, those blocks and everything were all in the floor. Guess what? They started singing clean up. Those children was gladly cleaning up and that floor was clear. Those teachers do not run behind those children all day long cleaning up. So you can train children. So let's start training our children. Train our children. They're not going to be babies forever. And those that have teenage girls, teach your girls how to be clean. Teach your girls how to clean the bathroom, clean up behind themselves, put things back. But if you're not doing it, guess what? They have no example. They're going to grow up and forever remember, oh, my mom was so junky, stuff was everywhere. I didn't care either. But we have to teach them because they're not going to always be with us. They need to know. They go off to college, they get married, whatever. They get their own house, their own family. They'll know. So, Queens, Train your children. But first of all, you be an example. Now this is one I want to talk about. Let us talk about financial awareness and stewardship. I want to speak something many of us felt recently: the fear and uncertainty. We just came out of a government shutdown and it shook things up for lots of people. It caused panic. It reminded us many Americans live paycheck to paycheck. And to be honest, a lot of them don't even live paycheck to paycheck. They live paycheck to the next day. The next day, that paycheck is gone. They have no savings, nothing. I hope that this shutdown would be an example to us to reevaluate our spending. If we have to go through our bank statement, look at the thing, oh, I didn't have to have that. Oh, I didn't have to do this. Oh, I got that because it was $5.99. That's $5.99 you could have set aside because people was panicked. Suppose the shutdown would still be in effect now. Where would you be? Would you be able to pay your bills if you wasn't getting paid? Do you have anything put back? You buying. And a lot of people, they're especially on social media, they have to they gotta prove to people what they have. Oh, I got a new purse. Oh, take a picture of my purse. Oh, take a picture of my new outfit. Oh, take a picture of this. Take a picture of that. That's not going to even be important if you don't have any money. You have a $3,000 purse, but doesn't even have $3,000 in the bank. You had an emergency. You have to be asking somebody to help you. We have to get out of this trying to keep up with the Joneses. Honey, the Jones are broke too. You're looking at the Jones, but they broke, baby. Don't look at people for what they have because people really can get anything they want. You can go and get some and pay 36% interest, but you got it. So that don't mean anything. Let us be wise. Let us be good steward of what God has given us. Let us really reevaluate how we're spending. So when we go into 2026, we'll be better stewards over our money. They talk about it's a certain number, but I don't have that number before me today. But the facts remain: we must be intentional with our spending going into 2026. Let's buy only what we truly need. Let's be good stewards of what God has entrusted to us. And here's the beautiful truth: nothing catches God by surprise. He already knows what's to come long before it happens. So we have to do our part when we prepare, when we plan, when we steward with wisdom. And they even talking about a possibly another shutdown in January, the end of January. We don't know what 2026 holds. But one thing we do know, that God knows, and nothing catches him by surprise. But we have to do our part and show God that we're trying. Budget your money. Stop just spending. If you have to delete the Amazon app, do it. If you have to stop going to this store and that store, ordering here and ordering that, do it. Whatever it takes. Because to be honest, we really have we already have a lot of stuff. We really do. Our children, our children have plenty of clothes. They got toys. They mainly want games, electronics. They have those electronics. Everybody got a TV in their room. Fast with a budget. If you have to go on a fast and tell yourself, oh, for the next 30 days, Lord, I'm just going to try this for 30 days. And when I get to that, and I'm going to start all over. I'm not just going to be buying this and buying that. I'm going to ask myself, do I really need that? I'm serious, Queen. We don't know what 2026 holds. People were frustrated, mad. The SNAP program ended. They were mad, and people was talking about they're going to go in stores and steal. And to show you how bad of a situation we're in, the SNAP program ended one day. The next day, people were in a panic. You don't have enough groceries left for this week. And a lot of people was abusing the system. A lot of people abusing the system. They didn't really need it if they turned around selling it, and then they taking that money and buying purses and hair and nails done and eyelashes done and all of that. But then they get mad. I'm just being real. I'm just trying to get you to stop and think and stop depending on the system. There are some people always needing, always in need. You was in need last year. People had to give you food last year, buy your food the year before. You're making more money you ever made in your life, but you still in a bind. Always needing. Always the one that need. Why you not the one that giving sometimes? And your children grow up. That generation curse. They grow up doing the same thing, depending on the system, depending on people. Depending on people. So let us reset. I guess that's, yes, let us reset for 2026. And I'm gonna go over in short the little plan of what I've just talked about. One, clear the clutter. Begin with one room, one drawer, one moment at a time. 2, let go of what no longer serves you. Donate, give away, or throw out. 3, reset your goals. Make them realistic, intentional, and aligned with your purpose. Reset your goals. That's so important to go into the year with your goals. Write your goals down. That is one thing that I am adamant about doing is having goals, setting my goals. I already started on my goals in September for what I want to do in 2026. And that's what you have to do. Be wise. Number 4, be wise with your finances. Spend only what's necessary and build a mindset of stewardship. And you might say, oh, you say that in this Christmas time. I got to do this. I got to do this. Be wise. That's all I'm going to say. Be wise. Be wise with your finances. 5, walk into 2026 with faith, focus, and clarity, trusting that God knows what's ahead and you're preparing your heart and home accordingly. Queens, if this message spoke to you, it might sound like I might have been a little hard, but I really want us to stop and focus. We're so distracted. We on TikTok. We just scrolling all day long. We're not pouring anything into our little brains. We're not reading on how can I invest? How can I make extra money? How can I save? I'm saving. I ain't never been able to save. Oh, I'm saving. I got $500 in the bank. You don't know, you might get sick and can't go to work. Anything could happen. Are you going to be depending on your family, your children, your friends, whoever to help you pay your bills? While you just buying and buying and buying? You got enough stuff. So ladies, if this message spoke to you, hit that like button, share with your sister, and drop a comment. Let this be something that you share with your other sister. We're our sister keeper. Let everybody, if you have to get somebody to hold you accountable, then do that. Say, girl, I'm trying to do better in 2026. It's January now. I need you to hold me accountable from January 1 to January 31st. When I get to January 31st, we'll reevaluate again. I'm trying to cut back. I'm trying not to spend. I'm trying not to order. Focus, focus, focus. And surround yourself with people that's smarter than you, that's wiser than you, that managing their time well, that's spending their money well. If you the smartest person in your little circle, honey, you in the wrong circle. If everybody in your circle struggling, waiting and depending on the system, you in the wrong circle. Start learning, doing research about finances. Research about whatever that is that you need in your life. If you need peace in your life, then start listening to YouTube videos, inspiration videos. Some people just get up, time they open their eyes scrolling. We're going to have to cut. That's too much noise. And then we find ourselves competing, trying to do what this one did, trying to do what that one did. And you don't know what they had to do. So ladies, share this video. If anything in here resonated with you, leave me a comment. I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear from you saying that yes, I'm gonna go on this journey. I'm gonna go on this journey of getting my life together, getting my house in order, getting my mind in order, being intentional about how I do everything. Be intentional about the people that I'm surrounding myself with. If any of this resonated with you, queens, leave me a comment. I love you so much. And remember, as I always say, always try to leave a person better than you found them.